Now this is the account of how the searching for gold was begun and how the plans on Nibiru made to Nibiru's salvation did not provide.
After the encampment of Eridu was established and the heroes with food were satiated, Ea, the task of gold from the waters obtaining started. In the chariot the firestones were stirred up, its great crackle was enlivened. That which water sucks from the chariot was extended. Into the marsh waters it was inserted. Into a vessel of crystals the waters were directed. From the waters the crystals all that is metal in the vessel extracted. Then from the vessel that which spits out the waters to the fish ponds spat out. Thus were the metals that were in the waters in the vessel collected. Ingenious was Ea's handiwork, an artful fashioner indeed he was. For 6 earth days marsh waters were sucked in, marsh waters were spat out. In the vessel metals indeed were collected. The metals on the 7th day by Ea and Alayla were examined. Of many kinds were the metals in the vessel. Iron there was, much copper there was, of gold there was no abundance. In the chariot another vessel. The artful handiwork of Nibiru, the metals after their kinds were separated. Ashore, kind by kind, they were carried. For 6 days thus did the heroes toil. On the 7th day they rested. For 6 days were the crystal vessels filled and emptied. On the 7th day were the metals accounted. There was iron and there was copper, and other metals too. Of the gold, the smallest pile was accumulated. In the night times the moon waxed and waned. By the name month did Ea its circuit call. At month's very start, its luminous horn 6 days signified. By its half crown, the 7th day, it announced. A day to rest it was. At midway, by a fullness was the moon distinguished. Then it paused to become diminished. With the sun's course was the moon's circuit appearing. With earth's circuit, it was its face revealing. Fascinated by the moon's motions was Ea. Its attachment as Kingle to Ki he contemplated. What purpose did the attachment serve? What heavenly sign was it giving? A month did Ea the moon's circuit call. Month to its circuit he gave the name for 1 month. For 2 months in the chariot were the waters separated. The sun every 6 months to earth another season gave. Winter and summer did Ea by names them call. There was winter and there was summer. By year of earth did Ea the full circuit call. By year's end of the accumulated gold account was taken. Much dispatch to Nibiru there was not. The swampland's waters are deficient. Let the chariot to the deeper oceans be moved. So is Ea saying. From its moorings was the chariot united. Back whence it came it was shifted. With great care were the crystal vessels stirred up. The salt water stewed them passing. Metals by their kinds were separated. Gold among them was sparkling. From the chariot of the happenings Ea to Nibiru word did beam. Anu to hear it was pleased indeed. In its destined circuit Nibiru to the sun's abode was returning. A closeness to earth on its sharp circuit was Nibiru attaining. With eagerness did Anu about the gold inquire. Is there enough for sending to Nibiru? He was asking. Alas, not enough was of the gold from the waters collected. Let another shar pass. Let the quantity be doubled. Ea to Anu counseled. From the ocean's waters the obtaining of gold continued. In his heart Ea with apprehension was filling. From the chariot parts were hauled out. A sky chamber from them was assembled. Abigail, he who knows piloting of the sky chamber to take charge he appointed. Daily in the sky chamber with Abigail did Ea upward soar, the earth and its secrets to learn. For the sky chamber an enclosure was constructed. By Alaylu's chariot was it placed. Daily the crystals in Alaylu's chariot did Ea study. What by their beams was discovered to understand. Whence does the gold come? He asked Alaylu. Where on earth are Tiamat's golden veins? In the sky chamber with Abigail did Ea upward soar. The earth and its secrets to learn. Over great mountains they roamed. In the valleys great rivers they saw. Steppes and forests below were stretched. Thousands of leagues was their reach. Vast lands separated by oceans they recorded. With the beam that scans the soils, they penetrated. On Nibiru, impatience was growing. Can gold protection provide? Was the outcry increasing? Assemble the gold. On Nibiru's nearing, gold you must deliver. So did Anu Ea command. Repair Alaylu's chariot, for returning to Nibiru make it fit. For the shard's completion, make it ready. So was Anu saying. Ea, his father's, the king, words was heeding. The repairing of Alelu's chariot he was contemplating. As a sky chamber one eve, by the side of the chariot they landed. With Abigail, the chariot they entered, a secret deed in the darkness to perform. The weapons of terror, the 7 of them, from the chariot they removed. To the sky chamber they took them. Inside the sky chamber, them to give hiding. By sunrise, Ea with Abigail in the sky chamber soared. To another land was their direction. There, in a secret place did Ea the weapons hide. In a cave, a place unknown, he stored them. Then to Anzu Ea words of command gave. To repair Alelu's chariot he him directed. For returning to Nibiru to make it fit. By the shard's completion to make it ready. Anzu, in the ways of chariots greatly skilled, to the task his labor set. He made its thrusters hum again. Its tablets he carefully considered. The absence of the weapons of terror he soon discovered. With anger, Anzu cried out. Ea of their hiding away gave the explanation. Forsworn is the weapon's use, Ea was saying. Neither in the heavens nor on firm land shall they ever be harnessed. Without them no passage through the hammered bracelet is safe, Anzu was saying. Without them, without water thrusters, the danger is endurance surpassing. Alelu of Eridu, the commander, the words of Ea considered. To the words of Anzu heed he gave. The words of Ea by the council of Nibiru are attested. Alelu was saying, but without the chariot's return, Nibiru shall be doomed. Abigail, he who knows piloting boldly towards the leader, stepped forward. I shall be the pilot. The dangers I shall valiantly face, he was saying. Thus was the decision made. Abigail shall be the pilot. Anzu on earth shall be staying. On Nibiru, the stargazers, the destinies of the celestial gods contemplated. An opportune day they were selecting. Into Alelu's chariot basketfuls of gold were carried. The forepart of the chariot Abigail answered. The commander's seat he occupied. From the chariot of Ea, to him Ea a tablet of destiny gave. It shall be that which shows the way for you. By it the open pathway you shall find. The chariot's firestone Abigail stirred up. Their hum like music was enthralling. The chariot's great cracker he enlivened. A reddish brilliance it was casting. Ea and Alelu, the multitude of heroes, were standing around. Farewell to him they were bidding. Then the chariot with a roar heavenward rose. To the heavens it ascended. To Nibiru words of the ascent were beamed. On Nibiru there was much expecting.